stuck in life, you should aspire for more. Connect with others who desire to aspire for more. Reach for your goals. When you do, you allow yourself to aspire for more. Dr. Tammy is here to help you aspire for more. Aspire for more.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Journey Toward More, a podcast where we discuss topics to help you manifest more. More of what is for you, more of what you desire, more of what is aligned with who you are, more of what honors you on your journey toward more. I am your host, Dr. Tammy Francis, the Catalyst. I help you move in the direction of more and prepare for what's next. And this is season 2, part 2. We are kicking this year off with a little bit about our goals and expectations for 2021. And so I appreciate you joining me and being here today and listening in. Be sure you download, subscribe, leave a kind review. All that will be great. I appreciate you and those of you who do. So now this podcast, just to kind of reset and give you a little bit before we get into the topic today, which is allowing abundance. I want to just say that this podcast is probably a little different than many of the ones that you listen to. You get me just as I am and as I show up, and we just hop right into it. And whatever flows through this brain of mine, you get to hear it in raw form. So, so if you're expecting perfect, you're in the wrong place. But if you're expecting growth, encouragement, inspiration, and ideas and strategies on how you manifest more and reap more of your harvest, I'm your girl. You're in the right place. So let's just hop right into it. So, allow abundance. So, for those of you who have a New Year's resolution, let me just say go for it and go all the way. I am one who does not do or create and or establish a New Year's resolution. I don't do it. Um, it just breaks my heart because we know the statistics on that and getting past even the first 21 days of January, right? So I don't do that, but I do typically choose a word or phrase that I hang on to for the year, and I use it as my focus and as my way of getting grounded. And I was listening to something recently, and the what we're going to talk about today came to me in that moment. And I realized that all of that and all that I do hinges on the word that I've picked. And I didn't really, y'all, I know what I do. I know my word. I know why I've chosen my word for this year. But for some reason, I had there was a slight disconnect. And it's hard for me to explain it. It's really difficult for me to explain it. So, but what I realize is that even what I do with those of you who choose to enter my workshops, my programs, attend even one of my speaking engagements, or invite me into your space as a keynote speaker, what I realized as I was coming up with, these ideas and really trying to organize it, I realized, wait a minute, what I'm talking about is abundance. I'm talking about more. I'm talking about increase. My favorite word, and I have stories behind that, and I've probably shared them on a previous podcast, but my favorite word is more, like more. There's more that I can do. There's more that I can accomplish. There's more that is waiting for me. There's more that I can do to impact others. There's more, right? So more is kind of my word. So anytime you see my brand, you'll probably see that word more in somewhere. Whether it's manifest more, probably sounds familiar from the playbook, or reap more, which is part of my recent release. Both you can get on Amazon or my website, drtammyfrancis.com. But that is part of it. And so when I thought about it, like, wait, yeah, like, duh, that's exactly it. So let me just talk a little bit. For those of you that you're new into my space, I really help you tap into what it is that you truly desire. And looking at that from the aspect, from the point of view of really clarifying your vision and honing in on your purpose and your ability to serve others. Because that's what purpose is. It's our ability to serve others with passion, using our gift, talent, whatever you want to call it, that, right? And that's what I help you do. That's why we plan and live on purpose by using our purpose. That's why purpose is a big part of the rhetoric attached to my brand as well. And each of us has a gift, a purpose. Some of us know exactly what that is. It's clear. We know what brings us joy. We know how we can impact others. We know this. And there's others that we don't. So I'm just going to say out right up front, each of us has a gift, a purpose. But also, each of us has a responsibility to use that gift, a duty. You are accountable to yourself to use that gift. So not only do you have a gift, a purpose, you also, and a purpose, you also have the responsibility to use it. Therefore, that is in itself your invitation to responsibility, your invitation to do something with it, your invitation to think about how you can manifest more, how you can move toward more. And you have the responsibility to prepare for what's next because there's more. Your gift or talent is your invitation. You not only have the ability, the power to do whatever it is that you have been designed and designated to do, but we also have to serve. There's also this ability plus service. Service is what we do for others. So you're not given a gift to use it for your gain. We've all seen the movies. I recently watched the Wonder Woman 1984 movie, and that's exactly what the guy did. He had the power to do things, but he used it only for his gain. He didn't use it to help other people, not really. He disguised it as such, but he didn't. And our service is to other people. That is not what it is. It's not what he did. It's our ability to serve other people. So not only do you have the ability, but we also have service. You are chosen. You in itself, with just what I've given you, invoices in the mail, just what I've given you, just kidding. You now have the key to your future. You have the key to what's next. You already know where your focus should go and what you have and what you have the opportunity, how you have the opportunity to serve. you have an opportunity before more. Because whether you know what your gift and purpose is and you're using it and you just need to see how you can impact more, or if you don't know at all, there's an opportunity for more. And I want you to get that. Like most people say, well, I'm doing what I'm going to do. I love what I do. I'm serving other people. I'm really having an impact. But are you having enough? Are you really utilizing that to your best of your ability? So I have three things that I'm going to share with you to think about. And remember that we are between now, today, and not yet. Did you miss that? Let me go back. You are between now, right now, and not yet. So, therefore, we have to think about how are we using our gift and purpose to serve others, and we're enjoying it. So, some of you may be doing that, but are you enjoying it? Is that vehicle what you should be using, right? Is that the theme that you're using? Is that how you should be doing it? So, right now, what does that look like? And not yet. Like, what could it look like? What is that vision? Of course, now this all requires strategy, right? So connect with me if you want to actually get through the strategy on how to do that. But I am going to offer you a place to start, right? Because you have a space for increase for whatever's happening now, whatever you're doing now, however you're serving now, and not yet. There's space there, right? There's space between there. Hopefully you have goals. You at least have a vision of what that looks like, what it feels like now and not yet. So that space is already the space for increase. That's also a space where abundance occurs. So here we go. So one, I have an activity for you. So my first thing that I'd like for you to do is to do this activity. I want you to turn a piece of paper, get a piece of paper. You're going to turn it the long way. You're going to turn it horizontal. So that way, you know, you have the 11 inches, right, to work with. All right. You're going to put on one side where you are. Where am I? Put that on one side. On the other side, on the other end of that paper, you're going to put where do I want to be? The now and the not yet. So when you're looking at each side, I want you to think about and visualize. Like close your eyes if you have to. Like just close your eyes and visualize. Who are you? How do you act? So really get a visual. How do you feel? And how are you serving? So when you look at where am I now, you're going to ask those same four questions. When you talk about where do I want to be, where do I see myself? And that timeline is up to you, whether that's 5 years, 10 years, 6 months. I'll let you decide what that next is for you or that next level is for you. That's very personal. And that's something that I can definitely help you with personally. But whatever that next level is, where do you see yourself then? Who are you at that moment? How do you act? How do you feel? And how are you serving? And so what you've just done when you do this, and do this in your quiet time when you're not driving or you're not working. So come back to this episode or write down a mental note, or something. Speak it into your phone when you're done with this episode, whatever. But what you've done is created a continuum, the now and the not yet. And that's the space for increase. That's the space that number two, I'm going to encourage you to invest in what you've been given and multiply it. During that space between now and not yet, be intentional. Don't take what you've been given, your gift, your purpose, lightly. So whatever that vision is for you, whatever you've placed on this continuum that we've created, think about how you can invest in what you've been given. What are some of those tasks, those things that you can do between the now and the not yet? Where I am today and where I would like to be. What can you do? Trust the process. Trust yourself. And don't allow fear to paralyze you. So set it up into smaller tasks. Set it up in phases. So on that continuum, maybe put it into 3 to 6 steps. Just map it out. The not yet and the now. And the third thing I want you to do and remember is to respect time and timing. You notice that I didn't have you put a time frame on it. I just had you to think about what is next for you. Because that what is next for you, that next level, may be 6 months, it may be a year, it may be 5 years, just don't know. So don't put a time frame on it because you must respect time. And if we've learned anything from the last year, things can change that we have no control over, like a pandemic, right? So things like this happen. So respect time and timing, and know that if you are operating in your gift and you have plans and goals to use that to serve others, it will happen. You will get there, but it may not be on your timetable. It may not be in your time. So those are the 3 things I'd like for you to do. After this episode, take some time, 15 minutes in the evening, maybe before you go to bed, after you had the day, you take some deep breaths, reflect, or early in the morning when you do your meditation, take some time and do these 3 things. Where are you and where you want to be? Make a list of things that you can do to invest in what you've been given and respect time and timing. And repeat after me. I want more. I need more. It's my time for more. So I wish you well on this journey. I hope you will stay with me for the remainder of this season. We are just gearing up. If you are just joining me and this is your first time, please go back and listen to some of the previous episodes and think about what we talked about today. Abundance, allowing abundance by really focusing on increase, where you are and where you want to be, the now and the not yet. I appreciate you joining me. Be sure you check out my website, drtammyfrancis.com. Make sure you follow me on social media, Dr. Tammy Francis, and definitely grab my books. And I have workshops available for you. You can get to those on drtammyfrancis.com as well. And I hope that you would join me. Check out the show notes for any additional promotions and specials. And I hope you will join me soon. Y'all take care and good luck on your journey toward more.
When you're feeling stuck in life, you should aspire for more. Connect with others who desire to aspire for more. Reach for your goals. When you do, you allow yourself to aspire for more. Dr. Tammy is here to help you aspire for more. When you believe in yourself, anything is possible. Believe in yourself, you'll get more. aspire for more.